What responsibility do the players feel for last week's news with Pineda?
Yeah, I think it's everyone's responsibility. The results that have, unfortunately happened this season. We're obviously all holding ourselves accountable for, everything that's happened, and we just got to move on. Now it's time to look forward, and we kind of hit that halfway point in the season. So, all our focus is on the next half and being as successful as we possibly can. And I understand there's been a lot of changes, with coaching staff members and players coming in and out. So, we got to just bond together as a group and make sure that the chemistry off the field is still strong, and we're giving everything we have in training each day, and I think that should lead to results and success.
You had a few days off last week. I'm presuming you did some reflection just about what has happened. If you had to put your finger on one thing that just wasn't working, that resulted in Pineda's termination, what would that be?
Yeah, look, I don't know if you can put your finger on one specific single thing that caused the run of form that we had. I think it was a multitude of things that unfortunately weren't working in our favor. I don't think that we were necessarily going out there and getting rolled over. I can't think of a single game where I walked off the pitch and the team completely 100% outperformed us. All the effort was there. And I think that the final product lacked at times, and that's something that we're working on now in the break and going into Houston is finishing our chances, because I think in a lot of those games the results would have been a little bit different if we would have finished our chances. It's tough to say one specific thing caused the run of form, but hats off to Gonzalo and his staff. They are all class acts, and great coaches, and they're going to be successful in the future, and it's just wasn't the right time here in Atlanta United. But I have they have my full respect, and they gave everything to the club, humility, and I have to say that, and I wish them all the best and luck in the future.
You've been through this before with Rob as an interim manager. What do you expect from Rob? What might he do differently to put y'all in a better position? Other than, I know you're working on finishing, but other things that you might see.
Yeah, look, Rob's been here since the beginning, and since the time I arrived at the club, he's been part of every single coaching staff and change that I've been through. Rob's a very mature manager. He knows, he knows MLS. He played in it, and I think he's just trying to keep the message simple. Not trying to overcomplicate things, but trying to get certain points across and how we can improve in the final third, and also defensively, collectively, not conceding goals and trying to keep as many clean sheets as we possibly can, because we all know if you keep a clean sheet in MLS, you're going to get points. So, I think his whole thing the last couple of days has just been keeping the message, positive and simple, and just working on the game plan towards Houston.
Last one for me. You said in the first answer about just the players are taking more accountability for this. What does that look like? How is that different than before?
Yeah, it's no time, when you're down like this and the season isn't going as well as you wished it would, and it's not a time to point fingers and say it's this person's fault, it's this coach's fault. Everyone has to look at themselves in the mirror and understand what they're doing well and what they can improve on. And I hope and wish that every single person in this organization, not only players, everyone, coaches, background staff, whoever it may be, that's how you approach life, is being honest with yourself and doing everything you can to improve. And that's how you move forward and be successful.
You mentioned simplifying things, and I think Garth mentioned that as well the other day. Was there a message that's maybe too complicated tactically from Gonzalo the last few months? Is there any reason to think that simplifying is going to be what fixes this, I guess?
I don't think Gonzalo's message was too complicated for anyone. He was very, very tactically smart in how he approached the games and how he could give us the best ways to break a team down. So I don't think necessarily guys were confused or didn't really understand the message he was trying to get across. But yeah, like I said, when you're in a tough moment like this, it's kind of that moment to go back to the drawing board and simplify things and just trying to focus on the specific messages that this coaching staff is trying to get across and doing it at the best of your ability. And, I think that's going to lead to 3 points on Saturday.
What messages has Rob tried to get across already? I know not a whole lot of folks are here, but he's already talked to us about just finding more moments in transition, more space from behind.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah. Finding opportunities in the final third to create a little bit more, goal scoring opportunities. And when we do get in those goal scoring opportunities, like we do a lot at the Benz, finishing our chances. We got to put the ball in the back of the net. It doesn't matter who's on the field. Everyone's got to do their role, and it's got to come down to a full team performance. The guys at the back doing everything they can to keep a clean sheet. Midfielders battling for second balls. Just kind of an all-around good performance is needed on Saturday to get a win and kind of keep the momentum rolling. I thought it was obviously a great result against Miami away, and then coming home, going up 1-0 against Charlotte, we kind of had the momentum rolling, and then I think a pretty lucky own goal for them just turned the momentum, and that's kind of how the season has gone for us so far. So we're at the halfway point, and now we look forward, and hopefully the ball starts rolling our way.
This is Rob's second time taking over. I think the way we've always talked about Rob, this is someone who's very respected within the organization. Can you tell us more about his interactions with y'all and why he is respected within the organization?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head right there. I think he's respected by each and every player in the organization. He's going to be upfront and honest with you, and that's all you can ask for, as a player. And he's got a lot of experience, not only in MLS, but with Atlanta United, specifically with this club. He's been here for years, and he knows every single player and has a personal relationship with them. And I think he can build on that and, put that into the collective group as now he's the head coach.
How have you seen Rob develop, and how have you seen his influence grow during your time here?
Yeah, Rob's grown a lot since I've gotten here. Just the way that he's progressed as a coach, and that's one thing I admire about Rob is he's always trying to continuously improve himself. He's the first one to raise his hand when something goes wrong, which I respect, because like I said, it's in tough moments in a season, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I giving everything that I possibly have and more? And Rob always does that. He's always giving everything he can, and I'm really happy for him that he's now been able to be successful and be the head coach of Atlanta United. That's not an easy feat at all. This is a very big organization, a successful organization, and so hats off to Rob, and I think it's well deserved. He puts in the work every single day.
Talked about simplifying things, and it felt like today was kind of getting back to the basics in terms of winning duels and 1v1s and getting those 2v1s. Has that been kind of the focus over these last couple of days?
Definitely. Yeah, it's the last couple of days that we've been back training has been very tough training, and it's good. It's getting back to competing 1v1 duels offensively and defensively, 2v1s, offensively overlaps, kind of getting movement in the final third, not just static movement, because I think the more our offensive players are on the move and get that freedom is when we look really dangerous. yeah, we've been battling the last couple of days in training, and I know that this level is going to continue in training because Rob and his staff have that. They have that way about them, is keeping the training almost the same as a game. So yeah, we're really happy with how the last couple days have gone, and we just got to keep building.
Within those trainings, have you noticed a shift in what you guys have been doing in the mentality and the energy? Have you noticed that in the last couple of days?
Definitely, yeah. It's obviously tough when you have guys gone for international duty. We're one of the clubs that always has most of the guys gone. So it's tough to kind of collectively all be together and work on things together when you have guys gone. But everyone that's been here has showed fight. Has shown that we're willing and ready to get out of the situation that we're in, and I think we can put a positive run of form together.
I think y'all just played 9 and 30, and then got a few days off, and now I think you've got 5 and 15 coming up, which is again a crazy thing. But is this kind of the sink or swim portion of the season now?
Yeah, I think every single time we step on the field, whether it be at Mercedes-Benz or away from home, it's a do or die situation for us right now. Every chance that we get to get results, we have to give absolutely everything, because that's how you turn it around. That's how you turn it around and make the playoffs, and we're definitely capable to turn it around and get into the playoffs this year. So it starts with the work and practice, and we've done that.
All right.
Good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brooks.